Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2020 general reading. We're looking at the first half of November, so the 1st through the 15th. This reading is for the fire sign of Leo. Welcome everyone. I hope that you're all doing well today. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this video, this channel, and thanks for all that you do in support of this channel. Like, shares, subscribes, donations, reaching out for personal readings. It's all welcome and all appreciated. Thank you so much. So this reading is for our lovely lions, our Leos, for the first half of November 2020. So that's Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, if your Venus is in Leo, or if you are cross-watching for a Leo as well. I do recommend watching all of your signs if you know them, because being general readings, of course, they're going to resonate a little differently for everyone. And watching all of your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if you can bring in additional perspective and give you a better picture of what's going on, and then hopefully help you navigate a little bit better through it. So do that if you can. If you find that any of the videos do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, you can click the description link below, click on that little arrow, which will pull down some information, some contact details for you. You'll see my email address there, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond with more info within the first 24 hours, the first day. I do offer a wide variety of readings. And scheduling is done in a fairly timely fashion. I do readings full-time, it's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about working with everyone's schedules to get those personal readings set up as quickly as we can. All right, Leo, let's see what the first half of November has in store for you. I am using Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and for clarifying, I will be using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Leo, we begin with the Six of Cups, followed by the Three of Wands, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. For some reason I laid those out backwards, so I think we'll start with the Ten of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups being the overall energy, highly social card. Social can mean various different things. Living through coronavirus times right now, of course, social restrictions and all of that, things are always changing and very fluid. But the Three of Cups is a highly social energy. It represents being out there, having a good time, being seen, being visible, but really connecting with people that you feel very good with, very comfortable with, people that you get, that get you, kindred spirits, brotherhood, sisterhood, kinship. It can also represent positive connections in your positive social connections in your community, or even just getting out and going to a particular celebration or get together with friends, family, people you really connect with. So that's your overall energy for the first 2 weeks of November, which looking at this Ten of Swords represents some difficult cycle is coming to an end. I kind of feel like something or someone is returning here, and I know we do have a retrograde going on. The Ten of Swords, Ten of Air, it's often a card associated with betrayal or feeling stabbed in the back or greatly disappointed or thrown under the bus. But tens in the tarot represent a cycle ending or completion, something coming full circle, something having reached its full achievement, and then either transitioning to the next phase or moving on to something completely different. So whatever has originally caused this energy, it's over. Which is probably why the Three of Cups, that lovely social connecting with people, is your overall energy. And then next we have the Star, a card of renewed hope, restored faith, wish fulfillment. It's one of the wish fulfillment cards, which represents that what you want, what you're hoping for, the thing, whatever this is for the two of you, something has happened which is bringing with it a sense of perhaps restored faith and hope in something that you previously didn't have hope in or had lost hope in. Because the star usually comes out in darkness, in a period of darkness, to light the way. So it usually comes out after a period of darkness, despair, illness, recovery from surgery, even with the Ten of Swords, recovery from heartbreak or loss or upset. Whatever it is that the Ten of Swords represents, having been very difficult for you leading up to now, that Ten of Swords is right in between the Three of Cups and the Star. So something has happened which has made you have hope and faith again where it was lost or greatly in doubt, or you felt like something or someone was just, you were just thrown under the bus. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is also a very hopeful, positive card. It represents still being early on in the path. We're at a 3 here. It's one of the minor pip cards. But the Three of Wands represents that you put some work into something, and you're waiting to see, and you're seeing some positive results. You're seeing manifestations of small goals being met on the way to a larger goal, vision, dream, and feeling very hopeful and positive about the future. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is a card often associated with the past, family, parents, roots of origin, childhood, the innocence of childhood, when everything and anything was possible and full of potential. It can represent old friends, old lovers, things associated with the past, reminiscence, nostalgia. There's this sense of returning, or something returning from the past, but in a positive way. Something from the past is something or someone from the past, or something that you have, something or a person, place, or situation that you have a historical or long-term connection with. It doesn't necessarily need to go back to childhood. It could be a relationship you've been in for 5-7 years, something like that, or a situation. It doesn't necessarily need to be a relationship. A situation, a relationship, something that you've been involved with or were involved with for some time, and perhaps you'd given up hope of it ever being what you really wanted it to be. Something has happened to make you kind of have some hope and faith again. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Three of Cups, the overall energy. Lovely, social, kindred spirit. You get them, they get you. Or perhaps there's a celebration occurring with friends, family, in the first 2 weeks of November for you, Leo. What is this Three of Cups about? The King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Showing up as a male, but it's a general reading, so it could be a female. So this has to do with a person. I don't feel like this is you, even though it's another fire sign, Leo. I feel like this is somebody else. Let's see what's behind that. The Fool. Taking a risk, taking a chance, stepping off the beaten path. The Ten of Cups, the Happy Home card. And the Six of Cups again. So we have 2 Six of Cups. So, because I'm using 2 different decks. So, definitely a connection with the past. Happy Home card. This looks like, so it's a general reading. So how this scenario works out in the details and specifics is going to vary for those of you watching. Everybody's got different things going on in their lives. But the energy fundamentally is the same. There is a situation or relationship either with someone, this King of Wands, either coming back from the past, it could be an old friend or an old flame from the past, someone from the past coming up. Or somebody that you're in or have been in a relationship with recently, maybe even for some time, and there's been maybe just some physical distance between the two of you. It could be that there was a temporary breakup or separation, or they left, or you left because you had to, not that you were breaking up. Again, the details and specifics of why something is coming back together, meaning that it was apart or there was separation there, is going to be different. But it looks like this person is deciding to take a chance on something, on you perhaps. I mean, we have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Returning home. Is somebody returning home? I'm getting that somebody is returning home, maybe unexpectedly, and there's joy and celebration around that. Let's continue clarifying a little bit more and see if we can get a clearer picture here. Let's clarify that Ten of Swords. What was this? Yeah, I'm getting, yeah, somebody's coming back. It's either, well, I think I've already been through it. A reconciliation from someone you broke up with some time ago, maybe even a long time ago, somebody coming back. Maybe they've changed, they want to take a chance on, marriage, on being together again. Maybe they weren't before. Could be that this is somebody you're with and they left, or you left for some reason and they're coming back maybe sooner than expected or earlier than anticipated. Or, it was a recent breakup or separation. They're taking a chance on coming back. So there's definitely a reconciliation. For some of you, I feel like it's travel. Somebody's coming back maybe earlier. Okay, let's clarify this Ten of Swords. I mean, we've got two Six of Cups, so it's obviously somebody you have a long history with, or someone that you had a long history with and they're coming back. So, Ten of Swords. The Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, best friend. So this is definitely somebody you have a karmic connection with, whether or not it's romantic or not. This might be like a best friend from the past. Sometimes it might be a best friend or a kindred spirit that you were connected to in the past. And there's maybe something has changed and it's of a more romantic nature, because that's what this can mean too. But definitely a karmic connection. So whoever this King of Swords is, I feel like, yeah, you've either been in a relationship with them for some time, or you were in the past and they're coming back. The Six of Wands, victory, triumph after a challenge, being seen, being recognized, being appreciated for your skills, your talents, who you are. The Three of Wands again. So we have two Three of Wands and two Six of Cups. This is feeling more hopeful and positive about the future, because you're finally beginning to see positive progress, small manifestations of goals being met on the way to a larger goal. Like every main big vision or dream you have, there's all these goals and steps that need to be met on the way to reaching that. Let's see what would be next. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. Okay. Yeah, it's like something has happened with this individual. Regardless of whether it was a breakup or a split up or a temporary separation from long ago or from recently, or there was just some kind of physical travel and they're coming back sooner than anticipated, something has occurred to this person where they're seeing you differently, they're seeing themselves differently, they're more willing to step off the beaten path and take a chance with this than they were before. And it feels like perhaps it's because you stood your ground on not compromising something, even if it came at the cost or was going to come at the cost of breaking up. And maybe you did break up and they've changed or they've rethought things and they're coming back. Or this was something you said, look, this is where I want us to be going, or this is what I want to be happening, and I'm not backing down on what we don't agree on, and they end up coming back around again. Clarify the Star. What's caused this sense of renewed faith, hope, optimism? Such a positive reading so far. The Two of Wands, somebody made a positive choice to take action in one direction or another. The Ace of Cups. Either an emotional renewal in an already existing relationship or a past relationship, or new love and romance. But again, with the cards from the past, this is an emotional renewal of an already, I think, existing or pre-existing relationship. and the Four of Wands, one of the happy home cards, marriage, childbirth, blessings. Wow. So yeah, somebody made a decision. Somebody came to a crossroads and made a decision to come back together, to come back around. Clarify the Three of Wands. The first Three of Wands. Clarify the Three of Wands, which is seeing manifestations. Progress which makes you feel hopeful for the future. The Chariot. Success that comes from not giving up no matter what happens on the way. Getting run over, getting knocked down. This is about keeping your eye on the prize. Winning because you refuse to give up. Even if you fail 9 times, it's that 10th time you get up, you move forward, you won't let go of your goals, and that's how you succeed. The Empress, feeling beautiful, sensual, feminine, full of fertility, beginnings, new beginnings. You know, Leo, it feels like, for those of you for whom this would be a relationship of a romantic nature reading, whether from the long ago past, the recent past, or some ongoing thing, it feels like you were patient, loving, kind, you were there for a long time, but there were things that you weren't willing to compromise on in the end. And you didn't back down from that, even if it meant losing the person, or even if it meant the other person was going to leave because maybe they didn't want the same things. And it feels like something has happened with the other person, the other situation, where they are seeing you in a different light, seeing you in your full beauty. It's kind of like you were in a relationship or some other situation, because it might not be love, it could be something else, maybe a work or a job, where, I mean, you're the Empress here, where before you were being treated, maybe you were being treated as, or being asked to, whether you're male or female, or you were being asked to not be an Empress, you know, compromise, be a queen, be a knight, you know, and you're like, no, I'm not compromising on who I am, on what I need and what I want and what I'm worth. And because of that, after maybe some long time, this person is coming back going, okay, I'm going to take a chance on this. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. It's a beautiful reading. But it feels like it's more about your reaction and your feelings to somebody else's actions. It doesn't feel like you're necessarily taking action so much in the first half of November, as much as this is about somebody else, another situation, having made a decision to come back where you've been standing the whole time. And it's about how that makes you feel beautiful and victorious, but not in a haha, I won kind of way, in a I stood for what I felt was right for me. And this person is recognizing that. Six of Cups. Five of Swords. Winning at all costs. But it can represent winning from a very difficult battle. Seven of Wands, because you refuse to compromise. This is about defending, protecting, guarding that which you have invested in, that which is precious to you, standing up for yourself. And because of that, it's like somebody's seeing you in this whole different light, and with more possibility and potential, and there's a returning here. So, really beautiful energy. Of course, it's going to resonate differently because maybe it's a long ago past, somebody coming back, wanting to reconcile, make amends, you know, take a chance. It could be a recent past, and it could be something that's ongoing where there's just been physical separation. Either because they needed time to process, or for some other divine timing sort of reason, while they were gone, they kind of got this wake-up call, and again, there's this sense of returning, and it's all positive and it's all beautiful. So, interesting. We'll see what the feedback is on this. So, Leo, That is your reading for the first half of November. I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful or useful or validating in some way. Again, if you are interested in reaching out for a personal reading, click on the description link below. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November 2020 mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Many blessings to you. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.